Konnichiwa, minasan. Hello, traders. I'm hoping that the last month of this quarter has been treating you very, very well. Do yourselves a favor. Make this Psychology Week. What that would mean is do some research, go on to YouTube, find thought leaders that you can follow that speak purely trading psychology. Go on to podcasts, whatever that might be for you. It could be Apple Podcasts or just searching for podcasts online or again on YouTube, where they are just talking to people and interviewing people with regards to psychology, and go all in with psychology. Why? Well, again and again, it is stressed that psychology is 90% of the work that we're doing. The more you grow as a trader, the more you'll realize that that is true. Depending on where you are right now, you might have realized that already. And get multiple um, get multiple sources of uh, psychology teachings, and you'll find that there are certain things that you might be able to start piecing together. Um, it always benefits you to hear the same message from different sources. So hear it from a different source here and there. It allows the mind to realize that, okay, this is a true bit of information, and your neural pathways just snap in, uh, you know, um, a bit easier when you hear from multiple sources as well. Um, there might be somebody who talks more on the psychology of understanding your risk, or the psychology of really accepting that the market is random, or just the psychology of emotions, and how you can use meditation to help you with your trading emotions. So make this a psychology week. Go all in. If you think about some of the highest paying professions in the world and how much studying has to go into that, ask yourself, if this is going to be a high paying profession for you, how much have you put in? Because what you put in is what you'll get out. Nonetheless, these are my top 3 positions that I'll be looking at for this week that is to come. So we've got GBP AUD. With this one, I would be looking for a bit of a risk entry, but we do have this area over here, so that would give more risk to a, if I were to take a position, a rejection up here. Still quite valid, but it would add a bit more risk because price may gravitate to that area. So depending on where your trading account is, for me, I'd be looking for something that has more confirmation, so a push down continuation, and I'll be looking for an entry over there. Here's another one that I actually had to look at for quite some time, but I then decided that definitely this is something that I'm looking at for the week that is to come. So we see how price has been pushing down since we hit this double top. We have our continuation, push down, continuation, push down, another continuation. We have now tapped back into it. After we've tapped into it, yes, from this inflection point whereby we were looking for positions to the upside, but we still have all this room to get to the more significant double bottom area. And we've had a nice little daily candle, a nice little retrace. Yes, we've got wicks on both sides, but that's okay. The lower time frame, on the 4 hour, we've got this beautiful half morning evening star type formation, but I like how price has pushed down, and now all I will be looking for is for price to, seeing that it's given us the first little top of our continuation, I'll be looking for the second top of our continuation, and I'll be happy to take a position there to the downside should we get there in a structured manner. that's very important for me. So I'll see how this one looks, but it's looking really good. And just to add to that, how did we get to this area of value? And we can see that we have a channel, and within that channel we've got the first area, second and third touch essentially, and these two touches, and now we may or may not be breaking that. What price may do is come back for a scoop before it gives us another little continuation. So we'll see how that one goes, but it's looking pretty good for the week for me. Over here, let's actually go to the 4-hour. Another one, very similar. We've had the commitment continuation, another continuation, and now we may be creating a larger type continuation, which may in the end look like this. But that doesn't mean that we don't have opportunities to get to this point, and who knows, maybe it is the one to kind of push down from there before it gets up. So it is not our role to try and determine where price will turn, but is there an entry, and does that entry criteria fit our plan? So we've had the 3 touch leading to the area of value. Price then created this sort of mini reversal before it scooped, gave us some nice commitment to the downside. So here again, I'll just be looking for the second top, but for me, I would definitely need some kind of structure that leads to that second top, and I'd be happy to take a position there. So that is my top 3 for the coming week. Stay safe, and if so, I will see you again next week. Have an enjoyable week ahead. Cheers.